Carl Barks Fan Club presents its European tour, honoring the artists, writers, editors, and publishers of Disney comic books in Europe who continue the Carl Barks style of comic art and storytelling. Awards of recognition, signed by Roy Disney, were presented to the many artists all over Europe who follow in the footsteps of the good duck artist, the legendary Carl Barks. Episode 3. Hachette Press, a beacon in the City of Light, Paris, France. Located in the heart of Paris is Hachette Press, the largest publisher in all of France. Hachette is the publisher of Picsou magazine. Picsou prints all the Disney ducks, but with an emphasis on the Carl Barks stories. The editor of Picsou magazine is Pascal Pierrey. Pascal talks about how Carl's stories influenced him when Pascal was a child.
And for me, Barks was a child memory, souvenir, very, very, very big. Even if when I was a kid I didn't know it was Carl Barks, I didn't know the name, I didn't know the artist and his work. But as you in America, you say the good artist.
Yes.
Yes, in France it was the same thing. It was a nightmare for my mother because when I was 10 years old, I dreamed, I wish I could be the chief editor of Picsou magazine. Yes, but when I grew up, I recognized the first story that made me really amazing when I read it was the Old Castle Secret, because it was so fantastic. You have everything. You have ghosts, you have skeletons, you have invisible men, and you treasure Old Castle. And it was for a young like me at 10 years old or 8 years old, it was totally amazing. For me, Carl Barks invent something that very modern and a kind of family life that always happens, I hope, you know. But yes, for me the real legacy and why I think Carl Barks should live a long time is because his stories is full of love and a good relationship between the ducks, and for me it's very important.
An appreciation for all you have done, and it reads, the Scrooge McDuck Goose Egg Nugget Award presented to Pascal Pierrey in recognition of significant artistic contributions to the Disney duck genre. Pascal, to you, with appreciation and deep admiration.
Yeah. Thank you very much for all the members of the...
This small card goes with that.
In an interview in 1993, Carl recalls working in the animation department at the Walt Disney Studios.
It was the big climax gag in which Donald got into a barber chair, automatic barber chair, and he fouled it up by trying to get his quarterback out of the slot, and, and it flipped him upside down and gave him a haircut on the wrong end.
Soon after this interview, the Disney studio took Carl on a whirlwind tour of Europe, visiting the various Disney licensees who had published his stories over his long career.
Working with the ducks, I just put myself in a fantasy land where the ducks lived wonderful lives, and I thought of their stories and just ignored my own life and where I lived. I created Duckburg and I lived there with them.
You're famous.
Yeah, I will be for the first 10 feet of film.
The last day of our visit, Pascal led the group on a tour of Notre Dame Cathedral. Pascal brought a copy of the Uncle Scrooge comic book, which had the story The Phantom of Notre Duck. The story is about a phantom who haunts the Notre Duck Cathedral in Duckburg, which Barks drew to mimic the one in Paris. The story ends with Scrooge and the phantom completing a model of the cathedral made entirely of coins. It was much fun comparing Carl's rendition to the real thing. Thank you, Pascal Pierrey, for a wonderful visit to the City of Light, Paris, France. Tune in again to the Carl Barks Fan Club European Tour. Watch for Episode 4, Egmont Publishing, in the heart of Scandinavia, Copenhagen, Denmark.